Fastest game anyone's ever seen. 16-2 in favor of complexity against Liquid. On a map like Mirage as well. Who would have thought?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. We're going to move on to Cash now, a North American classic. Liquid, no strangers to this. We've seen them playing in this league as well. We'll see whether they can fight back. This is their map pick. I don't think I've seen Complexity play a ton of Cash. I can't really bring much to the table here in terms of speculation. Have you guys been able to watch them before?
I don't know what to expect. My memory's not that good.
That's a problem when we cast like
There's so many matches. How do
8
you
maps
remember
a day.
the odds here?
Yeah, we're doing like 64 maps this week. It's difficult to recall everything that's happened.
It's all a blur.
After the last couple of years. But either way, let's just base it on that previous performance. That's the current form we're seeing.
They're coming in hot.
They're coming in extra hot, extra spicy, and Shazam is looking unbelievably good. Those AWP shots, they weren't standard. That was like world-class stuff going on right there. That was really, really impressive. Nitro couldn't even get rolling into that game. He couldn't even get on the server, really. He basically connected, got wrecked, and disconnected. It was nothing else going on. It was an
Best
absolute
kind of connect.
carnage. So we're going to Cash now. So our initial predictions were, obviously, they could come into this one, but I did say, I always say this, it doesn't matter what happens in one map. Even if that's why best of threes is normally the best way to gauge where a team's at, because they can have one amazing map and then get blown out in the second as well. Liquid are the sort of team that are very good at coming back from those sort of deficits in terms of losing a map in a best of three, then looking much different in the second. They just need Zeus to kind of have a little meeting, sit them down, and just work out what the problems are. I feel like they'll be fine here. This will be a much better game, surely, Dan.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, the mental reset should be fine. I think a new map, if anything else, really, even for players that aren't super attuned to good mental practices and so on, it is a bit easier going into a new map and just kind of resetting.
And sometimes those kind of games, right, like the 16-2s, they're the easiest defeats to take. You're just like, well, at least it was quick. It's done. And you get you have 13-2 half, and you bring it all the way back to 15-13, and then you lose. And then it's like, oh my God, right, we actually had that on the bag. And then you get frustrated the one mistake that was made. If you're just getting wrecked and they had a lights out game, you just have to admit that. These are really good players on the complexity side, right? Yeah, let them have it.
I can't see any way this map is not dramatically different to the last. There's just no way it's going to be the same. There's no way.
I think
there's a lot first. 100%?
100%.
Okay.
100%. Guaranteed.
I think there's a lot to be said for online as well, because, for example, you probably would never see that on LAN, just for a couple of reasons. One, because the pressure of LAN matches and the atmosphere means that not only are Liquid probably playing at a better level, generally speaking, and secondly, there's also, less pressure, again, for the online performance. Like if everything's going well, like you get that perfect start, it's really easy. It doesn't feel like as much as on the line if you blow it from that point
you wouldn't take as many risks, right? Yeah. When you're like in a semi-final game and I'm Shazam, I'm going to run up middle of the AWP and try. They'll be like, should we really do that? Should we think about the setups we thought about instead of you running around like feeding it, which is great when it works, but it's not sustainable. He's not going to be able to play like that every single game, right? You can't just say, well, that's Mirage. We've completed Mirage. That's it. We'll just do that every game. It's not going to happen, is it? You need to have a system. You need to have tactics, and that's why we develop those. And if our players do have amazing games, sure, let's run with it. But you need to have a fallback plan. And when you get on LAN, that's when you don't see players performing on that level, especially on the big stage. I think that's the best example of that was at the London Major when Complexity in the group stage is lights out, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. They looked like one of the best teams at the event. Get them on the stage. That was not the same team, right? We did not see the same Complexity turn up.
Even more so with Big as well, actually.
Yeah.
In fact, I think Big was the worst case of that, perhaps.
And it just goes to show you, I think that's when we talk about experience with these teams, that's a big part of it. That's a big difference playing in your bedroom, like a normal game of CS. When you get 10,000 people there, there's 100K on the line. If you lose this game, like it's a lot for these young men to take in. Let's get into it though, shall we? It will be Complexity on the T side this time, looking to replicate their form they displayed on Mirage. One smoke, one Molotov, and boosting a few players up here towards middle. CTs with a kits, 2 flashbangs, no smoke. Usually the combo there.
Retake flashbangs, perhaps. Very interested to see what they do with those. Smoke for the cross. Twistzz is here. There's the flash. Blind players, although one can still see in main, had the right angle, but they haven't crossed to the side just yet. Nitro exposed to the short position. He'll get taken out from there. Highway, as it's known in North America. Elige here's footsteps by the car. Twistzz is here. He will deliver the kills calmly, despite taking one in the face. Bomb getting planted default. Players by quads. And down the bomb goes. Tack over headshot. 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1. Tanasaur, can he clutch again? Can he have an outstanding performance? There's a great start. Going to the burst fire maybe. Running out of bullets. Surely another headshot. Surely he can't do it. He was so close. 3 HP for Twistzz.
I think he ran out of bullets as well on the Glock. There can't be many left. Really decent attempt there, but it will be Liquid coming out on top. 4 kills for Twistzz is what it took in the end. right down to the wire. A couple of points of health. Here's Twistzz getting it done with the USP. He was getting battered as well by hitting the shots. Let's have a look at these bullets. They go super close down to the end. He had like 3 bullets, so he could have done that. There was a chance. He had a few more bullets left. One of them in his general direction would have been fine. Stan will buy up with the AK. So this is more of a tactical purchase for him, trying to remove the money of the CTs. Great job so far. Nitro jumps in the air, trying to avoid him, and it will be a lovely opening pick there. Now they can actually build upon this.
He's playing a rush. He's playing out of his skin, so he's like, let me just go and wreck people.
Yeah.
Stay alive, create presence, run distraction, don't die. Smoke will be a problem. Taco bringing the gimmicks out. Will Stanislaw bite? Getting closer to the corner in case of a rush, a burst perhaps. Moving away, anticipating a flashbang. So Android will be the person to bait out the information. And then Stanislaw will try to punish. The numbers are here. The HE will be brutal. Or maybe not. Spots him. But he's spot time for the rotation. Down goes the AK. Crucial. Yeah, the only man now with Kevlar. And perhaps it can all be sorted out. Def now left alone on the A site. So just the 1 kill. It was getting more exciting, but Liquid have shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Pack it up. We're going home.
Pack it in.
Yep, that is a song.
Let me begin.
Go
I
on.
knew he was going to do that.
I knew he as well.
I was just waiting.
I regretted saying it the moment it came out of my mouth. Well, he's going to react to
Jump
that.
up, get down.
I respect it, Dan. You committed to it.
Yeah.
I let it off this time. It will be 3-on-1.
James, you make all kinds of weird noises and you say lots of things that don't make sense.
Guys, not now.
Yeah.
All right?
It's expected of me when you do it. It's just weird.
I'm not doing another
I'll take
counselling
that.
session on air. We'll be into the 3-on-1. Def with the UMP Deagle. But no armor. Just trying to find another kill, really. Not really much you can do, unfortunately, for him. You can see. Oh, he actually gets. Oh, he gets to get the UMP. That's fine. Oh, if he died there, it would be a massive problem. He gets a FAMAS, and now he has. To be fair, it's not a huge deal because he would have been about to buy anyway, but it's like, at least he makes something of that. We'll get armor, all the nades, FAMAS. We'll have some residual cash as well, so it's actually pretty good. Not the AK, but still it's a viable weapon.
So no ops.
Forces out.
For Team Liquid. Can he do it again?
I reckon he can.
You don't actually see this boost too commonly these days.
Not these days, but actually the last 2 months, I would say it's come really back into fashion.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like I've done so many events in the last month. I can't even remember where I first saw it. I've done every CS event in the last 2 months. A lot of teams are doing this right now. So it's coming back. It's like meta, right? It's a circle that goes around. As soon as something goes out of fashion, people stop checking for it, stop thinking about it, and then once something very common goes out of the gameplay in general, you bring it back in like a year later, people start using it and forgetting that was a thing, and then the school comes full circle. That's why we see the boost in the back of B bomb site happen as well, because that was a thing that went out of fashion too. It all comes back in the end, just like denim.
I was thinking about getting a denim jacket. What do you think, Henry?
You should, bro. I bought one the other day. It's one of Urban Alpha's down there. It's a really nice one. You should grab it.
Nice pick there. Look at Twistzz in quad. Wow, just swinging around there. Quick pop flash out. And he is just incredible in this position. Quick 2 kills. It's looking a little bit awkward here or there, but Team Liquid are making it happen. Android, though, will strike back. Another player, another young player that has some great mechanics. And he's going to finish off Elige. Now he's made it into a 2v2 after plant. It's favorable now for complexity. This is not a good spot for Team Liquid. They need to get that momentum going.
They really do, Dan.
Oh, he's peaked on the previous map, hasn't he? It's down to Android now. He knows one of the last 2 players. Well, one of the last 2 players is. Third time's the charm.
At the door, though. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah. Trying to take this player out first. Has he been spotted? Was that pre-fire? Here's the footsteps. There goes Nitro. That bomb is so far. Taco has to find the kill soon. He fails the jump. And I think he's got it.
It's got easy.
If he jumped up, who knows what might have happened.
It would have been a more awkward angle. Wouldn't have been an insta-kill.
May have been enough time wasted purely in the movement. A brutal loss for complexity. An important win for Liquid.
They've got more rounds than they had on the first map. So that's a positive already. We'll see 3-0 ring in. Money available for complexity. You can see it's getting tight though for Liquid. MP9s for Mass, fully invested. breaking point for either team once again, but Liquid with 3 rounds on the board. If Complexity can find this, though, they'll be right back in the game. There'll be an almost certain eco happening, depending on the gun save situation.
Taco has to get the hell out of dodge. Drop in the smoke. Fastest route to the fastest or the closest position of cover. Taco stuck in the corner, trying to see what he can do. Both players on the side. This is awkward as hell here. Team Liquid will get wrapped upon by the Complexity offense, but it's somehow not good enough. The reinforcements coming in time. Nice shot from Android, but it is short-lived. And Stanislaw might also be short-lived. Half health, stuck in a corner. Waiting to die.
Waiting to die.
It's a song by 07. It's a very good song.
Sounds like a good song.
It is.
Your kind of theme, Henry.
Right on my street. Yeah. 4-0 and another eco required. So Tech 9s, CZs, P250s, Deagles are out. And we will see Liquid start to run away with this. Remember, this is their pick in terms of the veto system we use it. A execution just to get the bomb down and then see what happens.
Line up the smokes. Many smokes. Will there be post-plant smokes? And they come streaming in. Now, what did the CTs choose to do? Nafly's done a good job of blocking the smoke between the wall and the truck wall, the box and the truck wall. Over towards Forklift now, and there are gaps for him to play with. Bursting, not using all the bullets just yet, down to the USP, and Complexity haven't got much out of this. Telegraphing is one issue with all of these smoke grenades. Giving them in advance of their intentions, and there is the bomb. Rolling on the floor, and so are their heads. 5-0 Liquid.
He ain't happy, is he?
He's a man who's after revenge.
Yeah.
There will be no forgiveness. Only revenge. Redemption.
No orb for Shazam. Could have afforded one. Opted for the AK utility instead. Nitro bringing his out. Really quiet game for him on Mirage. Uncharacteristic. Been great recently in the last 3 months. Big Taco holding in towards the checkers. Great player in this position. Speculative shots to deny the boost.
It's just a prod back and forth. Team Liquid sending out the feelers, as are Complexity, the default running in for them. Another 20 seconds, and usually mid is taken. Delayed mid take. Might see Shazam sit here for another 5-10 seconds. Some crisscross smokes. And about the normal timing to go into mids. It's actually like clockwork with most teams. This is the default way to develop the default. And now they have mid, they have to make a decision. Okay, what information have they got on either side of the map? How do they feel like Liquid are playing? They could have given them nothing so far. And now they've taken away something. Def's dead, so I guess it's a B-split, lads.
And off they go. Into the vent. Nafly trying to pop ahead, unable to do so. Are there grenades for the cross? Shazam holding a smoke grenade. It's been deployed now. Smoke grenade on the low ground. Maybe a Molotov on the high ground. Indeed, there are the flames, forcing the CTs away. They'll try to stop the bomb plant for checkers, which helps the retake. Man advantage for now, but this Molotov will delay things. Trying to pick the opportune moment. Don't hold on to it for too long. Really trying to squeeze the lemon here. And there we go. Into the choke point, go to CTs. It's a crossfire for the Ts. Again, that Molotov limits what they can do, and Liquid are running to their doom into the chainsaw. Nafly hiding in plain sight, but they'll go the other way, not giving anything to their opponent. And the Complexity get their first round on the board.
Oh yes, they will. Excellent stuff. Complexity focusing on that B site. It was actually a 5-on-4 advantage of Team Liquid until Android got stuck in. Managed to fend them off. holding in the open and just getting kill after kill. They're going to go one by one. They're running through smokes. Great utility usage from Complexity to make Liquid look very uncomfortable. The AUG is out, and the money is low. Liquid win 5, but they've been some very close rounds. Nice deep incendiaries land and spill over, so they can't even sit and wait to boost. Okay, execution looking very likely here.
I think he's lining up his grenade with the corner of his smoke grenade.
Yeah,
by the windows.
Classic trick.
Yeah. That, of course, depends on your resolution. Well, HE for the boost specifically. Has a CT playing close to try to catch the people trying to boost on the other side. Doing that down to the ground. You can hear the collision as well. Some info. Is that a short smoke maybe, or for truck wall? I don't know, but it is indeed for the short smoke. Hopefully there's no gap. Twistzz by the forklift position. Now he's got some cover thanks to that smoke grenade. And he will deliver just the one kill. Nitro is there for a second, going up the ladder now. Not much you can do from there, but Stanislaw drops the ball on that one, drops the bomb as well.
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely sick. Liquid are up and about now. They've had enough. That's the reset coming through. 6-1 Liquid. Looking incredibly strong here. Money actually quite depleted. But they can buy next round. No reason to force here. This was actually... Okay, that's Stan really not controlling that spray for things. Let's see if from his POV will give him the benefit of the doubt. Might have been recovering from a flashbang. This looks like a timeout or a typing. What's going on here? Is it live? Yes. Okay. 2 players not investing anything. Yay and Stan go for the partial buy.
Eco Town, the town of Ecos. Town of not much cash. Bargain buckets. Mechanically separated chicken. Corn syrup. Cheap calories. Health warnings. Full sugar. Juice drinks. Great drink. Among other things. Oh, hello. Alright, that's a calorie overdose for him. Now fly with a swipe, but no markers made. 3 players now. Oh, this is getting really weird. Surely not a round like this. Down to a 2-on-2. They've got a flashbang. They've got time to plant the bomb. And Def looking at plays in CT spawn. Now Liege knows roughly where these guys are. Shazam looks the wrong way. Def now, how does he do this? How does he? He doesn't. Damage done though, a lot more than you might expect. That got out of control very quickly, out of hand. The 7th round is in hand for Liquid.
It really is. Good way of putting it. Money stabilizing, that wasn't the buy. The complexity is the partial. They got the bomb plant, that's fine. But there'll be this tactical timeout right here, right now. A chance complexity to bounce back. Certainly capable of doing so. We saw that in Mirage, but Liquid back on their feet. Final map of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's another action-packed day of Counter-Strike. We'll do it all again tomorrow. The Counter-Strike will never end. It's a relentless beast.
It is unstoppable.
It's insatiable. They could never be fed.
They thought that World of Warcraft would kill it. It didn't.
They were wrong. They thought PUBG would kill it. They were wrong. They thought Overwatch would kill it. They were wrong.
For Fortnite.
Well, Fortnite could kill it. They were definitely wrong. Is anyone going to be able to touch CS?
They thought the CGS.
They thought the CGS could have killed it. They almost did.
Killed almost everything, not CS.
Almost ruined everything.
Killed all the
Imagine
orcs.
that actually just ended CS. No one is bothered with it anymore. CGS has killed the whole thing.
Yeah. Oh, I see the third-person camera there. I see what you're doing.
Nice.
Bringing CGS back.
That's cool. Nice work, Louis.
Glad I just didn't see any of that crap. Busy playing gun game.
Oh, did you?
What?
Oh.
That was like a perfect spray. That's a bit cheeky, isn't it?
That's insane.
That's more than cheeky. That's just.
And that's Twistzz as well.
He should
that's
be
the man you want to fry.
He should be suspended. Suspended. Too naughty. No school for 2 weeks.
No school for 2 weeks.
Extra homework, detentions. My my goodness. Def. It's good. It's been great to see him grow as a player. Been in North America for quite some time.
Yeah, it must be 2 years now. Maybe a bit more.
Taco now responsible for anchoring this side east. Nitro could throw a flash in, but only really if Taco survives, but he's misjudged it, unfortunately, for him.
They've got no nades to hold off the retake here. This is still definitely on for Liquid. They have to cross to the site still. Elige, though, surely going to be taken down. Good shot by Ye. Nice positioning and good movements as well to get that bomb planted. That should be the round out.
Give nothing and Liquid will take nothing but their guns away from this round. Just a second round for Complexity as Liquid move to spawn to save. 4 players in the green for Complexity. That'll be important going forward. As you can see, the money is tight for both sides. Twistzz got the cash for a buy. Well then, can Complexity get some consecutive rounds? Can they string something together? An angry Liquid fighting back. What do they do with what they saved? Twistzz 5k, Nitro's got 3k. He's just shy of an M4 drop. $50. That painful $50 could be the difference. Goes for the French gun instead, and they will buy around what they have.
First kill, the second defended as well. Team Liquid try to make the aggression work, but meeting of the mice perhaps, and Complexity, they've got the bigger fist as the fists collide. Nitro, it's good effort, but there's just really too much going on here. And this is quite a violent round from Complexity, looking to take their third in style, or, well, in brutal style.
Brutal fashion.
Brutal,
oh, that's
yes.
the same as the AWP. Looks like the Acheron. Comeback appears to be on for Complexity. Sounds so nice when it's slow. I honestly think someone smashed the watermelon with a mallet for that sound.
You do wonder, yeah, how they make some of the sounds.
Well, it's quite the anti-eco. Now you can see why T's will often boost on the red container in T warehouse. I'll say now you can see that boost would actually circumvent it. SK used to do that on occasion a long time ago. It's very uncommon these days, however. And the CTs will spread. They've boosted towards main, but of course we are not expecting much from this round with these pistols. Only so much they can be expected to do. Ding dong! That's distraction, another ding, and ooh, never mind. Yay, holding things down. Spots a player on the boost, finishes him off with the last bullet, and Taco is hiding in the corner.
It's hiding in the corner. It's a sad existence. Exploding noises. Right, 4 rounds of Complexity. You know, they're working some rounds. They're working it in there. It's great how they look so much more dangerous than they used to. Just generally from an individual perspective, because that used to be such an issue. Beyond, I mean, to be honest, okay, everything was an issue before. But now, you know, it's like such a competitive unit. It's really, really cool to see them growing with this formula that they have, this structure, and also with more experience, as Henry was talking about. Obviously, it's their experience being exposed a bit to the playoffs of the major, but you know, the more experiences like that they get, we're going to have another very, very solid team on our hands that hopefully will stick around in the top 8 type circuit. The top 8 is becoming more and more difficult to get into. Nice one from Androids.
Nice.
taking down Nitro. That's a 5v4. Now, do Team Liquid go aggressive? How do they get the advantage back, or do they just try to go for a guess? It's one of the two. It's one of the two.
Liquid have 5 flashbangs. Liquid have 4 flashbangs. And 4 men. Complexity drying them out like beef jerky. Like biltong.
Biltong's lovely.
3 versus 5 make it 2. Complexity overwhelming Liquid round after round now. A frag will not offer much compensation for Nafly in a situation where Liquid are losing much money. Saving in an unusual position. Nothing else for them to do at this point.
Really
Complexity
not.
catching up.
They are. 3 in a row. AK saved, but the money not really there for the CTs in general. With 2 of them though, they are going to get $2,900 on top, but still that's just not really enough to justify much around those. They could maybe force it with CZs, the AK and the M4. But is that opening the door of opportunity a little bit too wide? Maybe they'll just get PD50s to go with these. I don't think they'll fully invest.
Aiming for a 9-6.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Keep the money together for the team. Flying around these would ruin the money.
I think so. It would be the chance of winning the round's too low for me right now. So just some CZs, PD50s, no armor. Oh, release. Well, okay, that's fine. He's going to get maximum loss his next round. So take it down to about 2k. Perfect. Okay, that will do. Still a chance to win, but you haven't expended everything.
Like how Nitro caught the gun midair. I respect that. Oh my god.
Eat it. Like it. Clean the plates.
Mid is taken by Complexity now. Got standby white box. White's cube. Cube of white. Here comes Mr. Elish, and there he goes. Maybe that's the cue for Shazam to investigate. What else? What other wonders does Highway have in store for me? An open bomb site, perhaps. Going as far as he can, and this is so much information right now. So teammates will start to rotate. That's a nice shot, though. That might make them walk into the stack. Not looking good here for Complexity suddenly, James.
Not like this. Probably like this. Almost definitely.
No, wait.
Like this. Shazam.
It's a Khan. Silent but deadly. This is actually perfect. If he sneaks through CT spawn, they've got no chance of detecting him. He's got a free kill there. Oh, God. All of a sudden, he has the huge chance with 10 seconds remaining. Oh, my God. Nitro's on the other side of the map. Sorry, Twistzz. That's it. Shazam wins. Surely.
Twistzz has 1 bullet. 1 bullet. 10 HP. Oh, he fired first as well. 4K for Shazam, cleaning up the mess and securing the round for Complexity.
Golden gun modes. Need that 1 bullet. But denied. Ultimately. Wow, when Shazam was looking away, I was like, oh, this is how it happens. But Complexity fighting back amicably. Looking very good, suddenly making a workable scoreline, and they've created a prospect for more. But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
There's more. Okay, well, we have a decent presence around middle for Team Liquids. They are playing a pretty standard setup here. It's quite passive. Quite reactive. Trying to conserve the utility as best they can. And Complexity similarly. Wow, just going for the raw peek in mid. That is bold.
Hot flashes from Android. In the mid position. Stanislav for company. So Android doesn't fancy this company. He'll try to get away, but he can't. The date will continue. Elige picked off. Yeah, he lurking outside B. Spotted some legs, but so did Taco. And he will hold on to the B bomb site. Very key frag for him. 42 seconds now. And Complexity are in position for an A split. Mostly up the short position, which is not ideal. And indeed, the bomb will rotate towards main at least, which would make more sense. Death running distraction. Oh, pre-firing. He saw the barrel, but he was unable to get the kill.
Oh, that's nice. One more. Can't get the close shot. That could have been it. Twistzz will annihilate Stanislav. And now 8-6. Team Liquid's looking strong. Having a strong CT side is these days on Cash.
Yes.
Is pretty damn encouraging.
It's a difficult CT side to hold. There's so many variants of the T approach, whether they focus on middle, whether they like executions, whether they're running defaults. You have to be aware and react. You can't just say, this is how we play Cash. You have to base it off the terrorist gameplay and try and challenge them if they're going towards middle a lot. They've got a lot of boosts going on. Be efficient in that respect. The final round, though, of the first half, gents. And it's 8-6. Complexity have brought this right back. They were 7-1 down at one stage, and now they're looking incredibly healthy. It is a T-setted map, but I think they'll be up for this, considering the comeback. It doesn't matter what the scoreline is at this point. Will they manage to split it down the middle and get 8-7? Or Liquid, a slight victory of 9-6?
It's tense. Another slow one here from Complexity. They've been fancying this slow approach. Which is fair enough. It's fair enough. Need to go towards the A bomb site. Perhaps, well, Ye, who's kind of lurking towards B, has run out of utility, so he's not going to be able to really do much in a lurk roll towards B at this point. So perhaps A is not the solution. They actually spend a huge amount of grenades to Team Liquid. This pressure is really working out. They'll go for the investigation. Stan is going to shut it down. Elige's pieced out, and all of a sudden things looking really good here for Complexity. No nades really left on Team Liquid.
The bomb is moving towards the B bomb site after Shazam was spotted, at least, by the Liquid players on A. Taco, though, is the snake in the grass, and they haven't seen him. And he's bitten 2 players. Nitro with a nice burst from the CZ. Sees the trajectory of the Molotov. You know somebody's close. Dancing around now. Surely they know he's here. He's up, he's elevated, he's on top. Really nice play from Def. Plants open. Oh no, there's not enough time. Yeah, there's not enough time. He's spinning, trying to bring time back or something.
I was wondering where you're going with that.
There's a thing you can spin, right, in movies, and then time goes back, but I don't know what it is. Anyway,
spin?
He was spinning things. I don't know. Maybe it was a compass. Didn't work anyway, and it's 9-6 to Liquid.
9-6, Liquid with the lead. What a comeback that was, though. 2 rounds in a row at the end, but Complexity make their mark. Pistol, as ever, a lot of weight behind it. This doesn't look live, is it? Oh, it's a slow one, but they're off.
And they're off.
A play coming in.
I always think of wacky races when you say and they're off. For some reason.
And they're off. Who would you be, Dick Dastardly or?
Nice. I respect that you know that show.
Yeah. Not live. Okay, I didn't think it was.
Do you know Wacky Races, James? Now
of course I know Wacky Races.
Thank God. It's not, of course, with you, James. You haven't seen Lord of the Rings. I mean,
I've seen Lord of the Rings. What are you talking about?
Why do you call it anime then?
To just trigger people.
It seems to be working.
I know.
So it's successful.
It was quite funny the first time we did that. The other day was the Harry Potter one, and I knew that you'd say that.
I didn't
want to give it away. I didn't want to.
Too easy.
I didn't want to get in
didn't want to give him the satisfaction.
No, it's just that I didn't want to ruin the joke because it is actually really funny. So retrospectively, I'm ruining it, but that's fine. Anyway,
I'm used to it.
So, right. Pause a moment to reflect. Team Liquid definitely don't want to drop another map against Complexity. Firstly, that would be 6 losses. Secondly, that would put Complexity in a very good stead to maybe do some real damage here in this leaderboard. So I think they're 2 and 4 at the moment, or they would be 3 and 4 now. I think that's correct. We'll find out after the game is done.
The game is only halfway done, Dan.
Yeah, and now it commences once more.
Smoke down towards short. Classic smoke. You love to see it. Still allows vision from the CT area towards truck. And we'll see early plant from Team Liquid. This does not bode well for Complexity.
Well then, plenty of footsteps coming their way. Plenty of footsteps, all from the same direction. Taco will take one in the face. Reconstructive surgery for him. And for FNAF Lion, for Twistzz, and for Leash, and for Ye. All the headshots. Bomb is being defused, and Nitro will be entertained by the likes of Shazam.
That reminded me of, James. You know that game that you used to play sometimes in the breaks? It was where you just absorb people.
Ah, yes.
Something.
Thingy.io, yeah.
Yeah, something.io.
Oh, Sliver.
Well, that's a newer one. But yeah, the original one, I forgot what it was called.
The one where you could be Putin and like float around and absorb people.
All right. I don't think that's the actual concept of the game.
Well,
not
quite. The point is not to be Putin exactly.
Yeah.
Or any other dictators. But that was that's what it reminded me of, because they just absorbed the bomb site. The TTs just ran in there and just everyone was.
Christ, what was that? It's like the Petri dish thing.
Yeah.
I'll remember. I do enjoy that game. Yeah. Playing on Wi-Fi sucks. But anyway, pistols are out. Door is open. Door is closed. Yeah, you'll have none of. Oh, never mind. Taco is ready for the 2. Tight choke point for Liquid, although one man is outside, trying to continue to tag Shazam, who's dropped the bomb on the floor. Now Shazam to be dropped. 2-1-2.
Oh! Doesn't wait even a second to line it up. Twistzz is sure. He is a sharpshooter.
Well, they're going to go towards B off that. Android's all sorts of confused. He'll hear some footsteps going towards B, so at least he has that intel. Android coming in. It's Twistzz who's found so many deagle shots, so much damage, and the bomb's now planted in the default position. Oh, we didn't plant it, you donut.
You donut.
Oh no, that's all fine. It's all going to work out in the end.
Never mind.
If that would have been the beginning, when he Twistzz dies straight away, then he kills him while he's planting, just because of that, it would have been pretty funny.
Twistzz is in town.
Agar.io.
Agar, yeah, that's the one.
So you basically give yourself a name when you log on, but certain names will trigger images like countries or people in politics. So obviously, it's on the internet, people are going to pick Putin, etc.
What's it called, sorry?
Agar, A-G-A-R.io.
I know what you mean, I just didn't think it was called that. Anyway, it will be now pistols for Complexity, doubled in for Liquid, and a couple of kills here. Now Fly, applying the pain towards middle. Flashbang looking for his 3rd. Probably going to get it, maybe not the nades out, but he can recover these. Leash will protect him.
Liege with the abusing the accuracy of the scoped SG. As we investigated earlier, it is quite better than the AK in many statistics. Oh, it gives him the L. Hold the L to your chest. 11-7. And Complexity have a quite simple economy in that there is none.
There is almost nothing. P2000s, USPs. I don't think they spend a single dollar.
It's been a long day.
It's a long day. That's,
been a long day.
I haven't made a blunder like that all day, so let's
single money.
Let it go. Oh, the nade did a lot of damage. And yeah, you will actually start to find kills here, but the League starting to mow them down with the Krieg. Yeah,
nice.
He'll be taken out. They get a couple of kills for a full eco. It's not that bad.
I like seeing the spray. Because the Krieg gets inspiring.
That is one thing that does not feel natural to me. The spraying the Krieg, unscoped especially, it just doesn't feel as cool as the AK. Like, it feels really awkward.
He just has it down. He seems controlling it like a beast.
Yeah, he's a professional player and uses it in a professional manner. Definitely going to DM.
Leaves the professional.
Exclusively buying Kriegs. Well, I kind of do anyway. Apart from one Inferno. That's a meaty grenade. Five-round lead now for Team Liquid. In the driving seat, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nitro with some taps in case the CTs are... Well, there's no smoke actually, so he's just going for taps in case someone's peeking. Speaking of peeking, Android not expecting that angle. He thought he was safe, but now flies on the box. We were talking about the boosts earlier on T-Red, etc. That's another one. And he gets good value out of it. It's a great start for Liquid as they move the bomb towards A.
You'll have to see. Taco looking to extend the lead here. Complexity dropping off in the last few rounds after winning the pistol. They lose to Deagles and find themselves in a compromised position. The 5-on-4 Android has been switched off, shut down, and had his firmware updated.
It's been turned into a Japanese sex toy.
I love that. I can just hear the cog standing in both your heads. Who's going to jump in first? Normally James. But that was a good one. That was perfect.
Smokes on quads, which will be a problem for Liquid to move onto the site itself. And look at the time. We've got time pressure there, no strangers to it. And in fact, there are no CTs on the site itself. They've got no Molotovs or any other shenanigans with which to cause problems for the bomb plant. They've got a smoke. They can smoke off main to try and limit the crossfires on a retake, should they want to go for it. 3 versus 4 now, as the exchanges continue.
Not looking too bad, is it? But the health is not looking too great, that said. Flash up into the sky, and there goes the peaks. Now down to Twistzz, 1 versus 3, there's one. Ooh, they actually make it work. That is very surprising, considering the health and everything else like that. Complexity pick up one more round, going 4 now away for the deficit. And from a monetary perspective, the Team Liquid, they're swimming in cash.
Nice.
Like Scrooge McDuck.
You can't really swim in metal though. Doesn't really
Well,
work.
you can't Scrooge McDuck if you've not seen.
I've seen it, but yeah, it's like that just doesn't. If you had a load of coins in the room, you jumped into them, you just break it back. I think. Imagine a load of pound coins jumping into it.
Do the notes count? Notes are cash though. You could use notes.
Yeah, but in the cartoon, it's specifically gold coins he's jumping into.
Yeah, that might be difficult and painful.
They just become like concrete. You stack them all up like he does. Just be jumping into concrete with your head, break your neck. But it'd still be cool though to have a vault like that. Yeah. Like, no disrespect to the
didn't know we had to take it so incredibly literally.
I had to dissect it. This is what I was like as a child, Dan. I was like, Mama, why is he jumping into the money? Doesn't make any sense.
Oh, wow.
How much of a narcissist do you have to be to do that in the first place? Like, just put it in the bank, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, what do you think is going on?
Hey, man, he's just enjoying the success that he's created.
Just has to have a massive room.
He arguably had the money for a pool. But why use the money for a pool when you could use the money as a pool instead?
Which has been in people's pockets, been up people's bums, like that money. You don't know where it's been.
What are you doing with your money, Henry?
Did you know that most quarters in America have been through someone's body?
That's nonsense.
Go and look it up, bro.
That's I don't care if it's
now.
on a website. That doesn't mean it's true.
Well, how can you prove it's not? You have a website that says it is not?
My brain says it's not. That's proof.
Okay. I don't know how we got here. Started off nice with a cartoon duck.
That was caught us out the arse. Let's see if this round promises something better here for Complexity. Then that looks pretty good, actually. Defense coming in here. Oh, that's a beautiful flourish right at the end of frags. Flurry of kills. Beautiful moves from Complexity. 3 away now. They are starting to really whittle down that economy of Team Liquid. Anyone Googling these?
No,
where's the Henry fact checker?
I don't particularly want to know.
Okay.
9 rounds for Complexity. They've won 2 in a row now. Their first consecutive round in this half. Fast boost. This is good even when the smoke is down, because sometimes you see CTs creeping around the side. So if you have that elevation, then you'll see them long before they see you. Shazam begging for an engagement before the smoke goes away. But he will not receive one.
He certainly won't. Let's see whether Complexity get back into this. This is the last of the Team Liquid gold coins. 2 rounds in a row for Complexity after a deficit of 3. Twistzz makes his way through A main. Flash is deployed. Smoke's delivered. And we're off, but a good response there from Complexity. Nice incendiary, just to buy them some time to get on the site. Damage inflicted towards death, but still, they're yet to make their move.
Took a chunky one into the face. Death will survive though. There's a pop flash coming out, and oh, she's out. Switching target still connects though. And now there's problems right now. Death is very weak, trying to hold on. Oh, can't quite get that frag. If he had the headshot, maybe there'd be more of a chance. But now Complexity is starting to have big problems. That's a great grenade straight to the face, as this is looking difficult. But that does it play the bomb plot? It does. That will pull another player out of position. There's a smoke on Android as well. Double kits. And it slows down in the 2 versus 3.
And remember, one of these players has a pistol only. That's a Liege. Stan making his way through. Can't find the initial kill, but has information now. One on the site, one towards Forklift. I'll have to give that to Android and see whether they can work together now. They've got one smoke. Android finds the first. Equals the situation out.
Got one player moving up A main. I think he was hurt, Taco. But they're not on the site yet. Oh, that's a big frag from Nitro. Can Taco get there to help? He doesn't need to. Nitro will do the job. Last 2 kills for him, and that's round number 13 for Liquid. A mere 3 rounds away from victory after a dominant first game by Complexity.
Lovely guys.
Rat-a-tat-tat. Very nice from Nitro there. That was a cool situation. It was fun to watch that unfold, but there may not be more.
What does this buy?
Necessarily. What's that?
Twistzz has got the T-side auto sniper.
Don't have to question it.
I'm interested.
They had a lot of money. I guess he has an AK as backup.
I
imagine.
would not. No, you wouldn't do that. That would not make any sense. Until you've won the game, that is not a good idea.
Yeah, the thing about buying a T-auto sniper is that it's always more useful for the CTs. So if any rounds remain, then they have a chance of picking it up. It is to your detriment, guaranteed. Let's see. He's going to be patiently waiting.
They have another AK there, so what's the point in that? They have no money. That is like that must have been a misbuy, like from the Orpers.
But no one's bought an AWP.
No, that's what I mean. So now you can afford one. So you
Yeah.
could buy the auto sniper instead. He's like, well, I'll use it at the beginning, but I don't want to use it in the round.
Twistzz is just so good he can just burn money.
Like
Just right in front of your
there
face.
is no justification for it when you've got no money on the team. So I just
Burn
want an
those
auto
coins.
sniper. The gold coins wants to swim around.
Burn
Molten. You could do that with a Krieg as well. If you're going to hold that angle against an NT,
exactly,
you've got the... So it must be a mistake.
Well, this is a great round, though. What do you make of it?
Of the game?
This round is, yeah.
Oh, this round, it's not that exciting, I'm afraid. It's just a straight up win for Liquid.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
One team's on one site, one team's on another site.
They can get an auto. Oh no, they threw the auto sniper away, didn't they?
Yeah. That would be quite interesting.
What's this? Hello.
Oh no. Oh, nicely done by Shazam and Def. Very fast kill. Don't give Twistzz a chance. And they're going to go for that gun, and there is more damage to be done here. And considering that we had the buy of that auto sniper, the economy's not really in the best space right now for Team Liquid. So losing players here is definitely high value for Complexity. If they are to make a comeback, if a comeback is to happen, if they position themselves to do that by winning the next round, Team Liquid's money will be not in the best place. I think they've just increased their chances quite a lot here. Yeah, absolutely. 3 players will have to spend every dime. And so yeah, that was actually really impactful trying to defend that AK. Double ops to Complexity. Do you believe?
It depends what I believe in. What are you asking?
Do you believe that Complexity can make this one work?
Yes. I believe so. Def will get his clock clean through the door. How has Taco done that? He was completely silent.
There's been a few players CTs who stand around that position in front of the door. I don't know if it's to look into main or to look into Squeaky if someone opens the door and take them by surprise. But that's at least the 3rd kill that we've seen in the last few weeks in that position. But it's ironic. I think it was Def who had the off angle to the guy who was, where you throw the smoke, right? So
yeah,
just desserts, I suppose.
by Toxic.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more I mean, considering how long Cash has been in the map pool for, that we're seeing different wallbangs through that door these days is pretty cool.
I'm also just happy that we see more lineups through smoke, so people like understand better now how to make the spray downs work. But quick trade out there, and that's going to be the button firmly depressed, the button to rush B, that is. And Stan is going to try to make his way around the vent position, see what he can find. Oh, there's the flank, though. Very nice timing coming in from Taco. And Shazam is, well, this safe territory. There's not really a chance the two ops can make this one work. But they have to try to engage, because otherwise the T's will definitely hunt. But their money's not great, so that might have been enough there. That kill onto Taco. Shazam can try to lock them in through CT as well. But they've already figured out that going towards T-spawn is safe.
That's another thing you rarely see as well. A Molotov into the vent, forcing the CT out, and the CT gets fragged afterwards. Something Virtus Pro tried to do for the longest time, but either the CT drops and is hidden from most angles, or they cross and escape. So I can count on one hand the amount of times I've seen the CT actually fragged from that position. And that's Team Liquid on match point now. Complexity look far away from recovering this particular match.
I'm still believing. I think they can do this. Complexity with the double AWPs. Shazam, 21 kills, still killing it. Doing his absolute best. Just needs the other boys to get up there with him. But this could be the round that ends it all. Liquid 15, Complexity 9. Still with a decent buy, Complexity. It's not as bad as you'd think. They do have rifles across the board. Admittedly, 2 are FAMASs. Or the Clarions.
Clarions, yeah, there we go. I haven't heard someone say that in a while. That was a source name for them, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think I even in source I still called them FAMAS from 1.6.
Well, for now, there's tension mounting. Terrorists making their way through middle. Boosting up. There is a player directly beneath that boost. Android with a little smoke, just to allow him to focus on the boost position. We're coming into the 1 minute mark here. Did he need to flash before presenting yourself in mid? That smoke's going to be for connector. Flashbangs to follow. This interaction could decide it all. Oh my goodness, Android gets himself in a bit of trouble here. They're both at the mid entrance. Nafly will strike first. Android now has a lot to live up to. Match point. Might get dropped quickly. Can't be traded out now. He's brought it back to a 4-4.
Bit of time on the clock. 35 seconds for Team Liquid. Shazam with the counter flashes. He's got Ye for support with an off angle. Shazam can be the initial engager. Run distraction, almost 2. Just the one though. Bombs on the floor now. 25 seconds remain. There's a pop flash. Misses the shot, but Liquid, they have to commit to this. The CTs know that. Twistzz starting to move towards A. Ever so slowly. 4 versus 3. Nafly trying to find something. I think he did. And now it's safe territory for Team Liquid as the bomber has been dropped in a place where it will not be recovered. And Complexity make it to 10 rounds. Maybe they can do this after all.
Maybe. It's good to go all the rounds. Complexity will need them just to get us to overtime here. Money available for Liquid, of course. The Kree will come out once again. Nitro, I guess, could buy the orb. It's been a bit of a problem. They're getting shut down by Def and Shazam right now. And they close it out. Time will tell.
Kree back to Elige. And a mid take from Complexity. Pushing forward, so they're just playing close mid. This is such a huge buy for both teams. Complexity, all the toys to try to save themselves. But what is the plan from Liquids? That's cool smoke. Is that highway smoke? Where's that one going?
I think so. I actually forgot. Too many smokes.
Ooh, I see. Very cool.
Oh, is that for a wall of smoke at the back? Because surely there should be a second smoke, although there is obscure vision anyway of a play towards the car. And there are 2 frags for Complexity, and then indeed it is a wall of smoke, a delayed second one, as they move towards the B bomb site depth. How many frags is he good for? Just the one. 2 versus 4. Can they get the bomb down before the CTs get into good retake positions? 3 HEs and a Molotov. This is going to be painful.
The retake will begin, but the big man's still alive and kicking. That's Twistzz. The retake will have defuse kits, AKs, AWP for Shazam. Time ticking away, but those HEs can be deployed right at the back of the side. Nothing connecting just yet. If they have the Molotov, oh, they do. That does flush him out. I'll have to reposition now. Attack over the AWP. He knows he has to fight here. Can't really sit back. Avoids the flashbang. He's going to set up Twistzz here. Quicksoap doesn't connect. Oh my goodness, now it does. Oh!
Taco!
What a way to finish. Get him out of here. Taco delivers right in the final round there. Oh my goodness. Amazing scenes. You do love to see that kind of excitement towards the end, James. You've got to respect it.
All that AWPing on SK pays off for Taco. The very awkward 2 versus 4, avoiding all the HEs, all the missiles, all the asteroids. He's playing games from the 80s.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That was really exciting. That really woke me up towards the end.
Complexity are in such good shape at the moment. It's really awesome to watch them play. They are playing very legitimate top-tier Counter-Strike. They've got great individuals, great team approach, and they're growing all the time. Every time I watch them, I see something that's interesting. I see growth.
Well, there we go. We'll split the head-to-head matchup right down the middle there. 3 points each. Taco, the hero towards the end, but Shazam can hold his head high. For me, he gets MVP of the 2 maps. Unbelievable skill displayed of the AWP. Twistzz, obviously, always going to deliver. Android as well. He had some great moments too. That was a very enjoyable couple of maps. We had some great Counter-Strike today, guys. We had Astralis FaZe earlier. We've had Team Liquid Complexity.
Mousesports NIP.
Mousesports NIP was good too. We've had all the games. We've been spoiled today. I'm not sure Counter-Strike can get better in this capacity. That was absolutely epic. Here are the scores for you. Shazam, again, top fragging, 22 kills. Android does the most damage. It's Taco who goes actually huge. He goes nuclear with 2,300 damage there. Must have been all that utilities deploying. Twistzz with 24 kills. He will be at the very tippity top though. So that was a great game. Cash does go in favor of Team Liquid. And this is what the leaderboard looks like right now. Liquid will retain their #1 spots with 11 wins, but they have played the most games. Quite a significant amount with 16 played.
11 wins is pretty solid though, so I'm not a scientist, but I think that'll probably qualify them for LAN.
Damn.
I'm a backstreet scientist, but no, I don't have the papers. I don't have the franked mail or anything like that. Anyway, Team Liquid, I think they're probably looking good for LAN. They've got 2 games remaining and they can secure their seeding with the remaining 2. And, I mean, Renegades, who knows where they're going to end up, still yet to play a game.
That's insane. Well, there we go, guys. Another day of Counter-Strike completed. 8 maps gone, but never forgotten. That was a lot of fun, especially towards the end. Taco blew our minds. Shazam showed us what was possible with the AWP, things we didn't think would ever happen in the game. But it's all over for today, and I think we'll leave it there. We're going to be back tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, to do it all over again. We'll start with the European division, take a break, be back with North America. You know how it works by now. This has been ECS Season 6. My name is Henry G. James Bardolph, DDK. Wave to the camera. Say goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.
You can win 100% of rounds in Counter-Strike by being the better team.